Here we go!
TikTok, all stop.
Give it to me like.
Zero friends. I got zero friends.
But more psychiatric problem.
But one more time, tell me what to do. Wee. One more time. Wee.
Good evening. Hello. We are here. It's a Tuesday night, and we are here back on the live with Kali. Good to see you. Those that have showed up. Oh, man. So, gotta excuse me a little bit. I got a little anxiety going on tonight. So, what better time to go live than when Kali's got anxiety? But hey, so what do I have for you guys tonight? Well, there seems to be so much controversy about some Dashkan's thread going on, and let me tell you about the way that I think about certain things at times. We'll get into that. We're going to watch a little bit of that. We're not going to go diving into the whole stream of Nishantel over there complaining, because I'm not about that. Also, yes, it is correct. There are some unpopular opinions that I will be expressing tonight about certain things I see in GORL world. And some of y'all may agree, some of y'all may not agree that, hey, it's, time for me to open the floodgates, I think, and let it be known. Also, Gail. We got some Gail tonight because it's been a long time. And I think sometimes Gail kind of balances things out. And I kind of miss seeing her and, fighting with the Jesuits. And I think things are starting up again over there. So that's what we got on the docket tonight. And y'all, whatever y'all want to see, whatever y'all want to talk about, whatever y'all want to, come in on. It's always good to see y'all. Jenna's becoming my favorite. Jenna's like, yes. So let me say hi, everybody. Hello, Hippie. Hi, Chifa. Good to see you. Hi, SH. Kiki, girl, how you doing? So, not many of you here that I'm sure y'all will roll in as we're going on and on. Thank you, Hippie. It's always nice when Hippie comes in here. She's always like, hey, Kali, I always need that lift from you, Hippie. It's nice to know some people still like me out there. Oh, look who decided to show up. Hello, Kasha. Good to see you, Kasha. All right, y'all. So here we go. Okay, so I know y'all get very frustrated with certain things, so you don't pay too much attention to them. But see, me being the person I am, I pay attention to it all. And sometimes I go on the Twitters and y'all, what y'all argue about, or y'all are like going back and forth with that, it kills me. It really does. So the latest thing that people are so up in arms about, other than the certain cat, I should call it Catmageddon. It's always about the cats. DDJ, where's DDJ? How come DDJ is in the background? I almost went live the other night with this, and I stopped myself because I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this with the cat because it gets like, some people are like, who cares? And some people are like, well, as long as the cat's okay. I have an opinion that as long as DDJ, and I am not a person that thinks that FFG is out to harm an animal. See, that's an unpopular opinion. I know there's people out there like, she's a liar, she's a liar, she's got the cat, da 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 da. Guess what? I rather her than Chantel. Oh my goodness, Carly. Oh my God. You must be an SSG stan. Oh my God, Carly, what are you saying? Yes, I would rather SSG have the cat than Chantel. Oh my goodness. Guess what? At the end of the day, it's not making anybody else's life better or worse if it is with FSG. It's just that there's the consistency that goes on and on and on and on and on in this community about who gets talked about and whose channel's dedicated to what, where, and who. That y'all, it's like an even Steven thing. Because the more that any reactor says anything, the more other reactors will say things. And the biggest one is FSG because Chantel can't get off it. Oh my God, congratulations. Yay. Everybody in the chat, congratulate Nikki. That's great. Congratulations. I'm very happy to hear that. Awesome. You know what? I don't listen. Let's think along the lines of just being human here, outside of just being like ill-fated because we don't like certain people. What gain would FSG have to harm an animal? Seriously, after all the accusations, after all the things that she's been showing constantly and saying, which is very true, the neglect was consistent. We saw it. We watched it. We watched it here. We watched it a lot. Okay, we saw Sudi tell the world, I will do with my money as I please, when somebody offered $200 for her to go take that cat to the vet. Every time the vet thing came up, she had a snarky attitude about it, or she just didn't go. So all this nonsensical talk about, I was in Kuwait and I had all the wherewithal in the world to bring the cat to, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. And let's not forget, because this seems to be something that slides under the radar. Pete's, okay? Pete's is just as complicit in this as she was. I'm sorry. Was it not Pete's that held the cat up to us, gut to our face going, yeah, here's the second cat. She's fine. She's fine. All right? So no. I don't think that this is about cloud and views. And I'm so tired of hearing about this nonsense, really, honestly. Y'all, you pick and choose your battles here. I mean, if you think that she lied about that, that's one thing. Okay, whatever. If that's something that you're hurt about, obviously you care more than you say you do. Oh, SSG's a liar. Well, that means you care. That means you care if you think she's a liar. If she lied to you, then that's something you're offended by. That I don't think so. That's just my opinion. So, hi, Christy. Good to see you. Exactly. What sense does it make? Like, can we just stop with the whole, she killed her dogs, dude? Okay, again, this is if you don't see how oblivious this person is and how basically ignorant this person is, she's the biggest ignorant person on the face of this earth, hands down. She has no education in anything. She doesn't know anything. She goes on the education of Google and Twitter. That's her education. Okay? Yeah, I get it. Like, that there's a lot of this out here that people don't like or what have you. That at the end of the day, if they're doing something good, SSG put out a lot of money. Okay, she did a whole huge fundraiser for animals. I don't see it as this is somebody who's looking to hurt this animal to get back at Chantel. I'm sorry. I find it ridiculous that people think this. I'm over it too. Let the cat be. Okay, let the cat be. And as you see in my thumbnail, all right, she's just doing it all over again. I loud smoke in front of the cat. The cat's in another room. No, woman, no. Again, with the intelligence of a T. Okay. Oh, it's the hookah. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Yes, it does. It releases chemicals out in the air, and those particles fall, and they get in the animal's fur. Do you understand? It does affect the animal at the end of the day. Anything you are sucking into your lungs that's chemical, anything like that you put out into the air, yes, the animal is getting that too. So please, with this kind of intelligence that you don't have. Exactly. Two things can be true at once, right? Exactly, SH. Kiki. Okay, so we're gonna dive into that. I got this little clip from Piggy because I didn't want to go and do the whole thing. Hey, these. Exactly. She continues to circle back around. Nobody's saying anything, just exactly to keep the drama going. Exactly. And that's what happens, because then everybody else jumps on that bandwagon to keep it going. She's going to keep talking about her like she kept talking about Natter. Okay? We heard of that Natter every single day, every day. And she would do the same thing she does with that SSG. I'm not talking about him anymore. He did X, Y, Z to me, and I'm going to take him to court. And then she goes, and then she changes her mind, and then she did the shit with Dee Dee, and then they're disgusting people, and they did it to her. Oh, excuse me, madam. Okay, but you kept this thing going. You kept that thing going for over almost 2.5 years. If you didn't meet, Howdy Doody in Kuwait over there, I said it. If you didn't meet in Kuwait, you'd still be on this dude. Or you'd be on the nanny fictional men you met in Montreal. Everybody forgets that. They forget all that. I don't. I don't. Anyway, all right. So let's see what she has to say, because as usual, she's always, in some kind of her panties are in a bunch as usual. Whatever, lady. So this is Tiggy. Hippie, thank you for becoming a turn up. Welcome to the turn ups. All right, guys, here we go.
Julia? What? Julia. Baby Mama Carolina is only, not members only. She has zoomies. Are you mad about beezer spray? Okay, I know. I've seen some comments, people. So I found out that somebody must have sent somebody the beezer spray. I'm not mad, but I will say.
Sorry, just changing the settings.
Full of crap. And to me, it's just funny. Like it's another level of obsession. Like every single thing I have, she has to try to get something of it. She had to try to get the Jafar ring. Like what? The ring was for a giveaway. Yeah, that's so.
Honestly, if you can't see, if you get okay, again. So if you think that this is an obsession, which I'm sorry, again, coming from old school YouTube here, all right. When there was a thing that was popular or going around, or people, there's 1,000 times a day people go on TikTok and they copy the thing that they see that's popular, right? The dances, the challenges, the products, what have you. If it goes viral on TikTok, everybody wants a part in it, right? Well, in this little girl world sector, and it's not just SSG, y'all. And if you say that, then you're a hypocrite. Because I'm sorry, that I do recall Monty doing some shit. Okay, I do recall that. All right, I do recall people either emulating or making parodies or going to certain places Chantel has gone. Okay, the free world is the free world. Okay, it's not just dedicated to Chantel. Other people can go to other places. The reason that everybody says that this is obsessive is because it's in the same it's in the same place that she's living, which now she doesn't live there anymore, right? She lived in Canada. So if anyone went to Orange Julius, then they were obsessed with her. Or if anyone went to if I hear that this fashion show one more time, again, dude, don't go publicly and say you're going to do a fashion show, which if SSG didn't show up, sweetheart, you really didn't have too many people that were, running to you to bring this to the internet to be like, ooh, wow, Sooty Duty, this big thing. This girl does not know how to be an influencer. All right, you've been on YouTube all these years. You don't know how to be an influencer. You do nothing for your audience. You give nothing back. You don't interact with them. You insult them. You take their money. You consistently treat them like they're idiots. So exactly what are we getting out of her? Seriously, I'd like to know that.
Stupid. Like, honestly, like, that's completely just proves your channel is completely obsessive about me only. It's so weird.
This.
But she's obviously
okay. Her channel is obsessive only. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Once again, and maybe it's because she's the biggest channel that talks about her. Yeah. Hi, Arsenette. But she's not the only channel that fucking talks about you on the daily, ma'am. You used to say this shit about Monty. I guess you got off that because he's not riding you as hard anymore. But FSG is. She's the only one, right? But there are so many other creators out there that are still watching you, still streaming you, still sniping you. Not all the time, but they're still doing it. And I just got to say this. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm going to get off this for 1 second because I'm sorry. I have to. And this is almost the joke that I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? You want to talk about obsessive? You want to talk about channel dedicated to Chantel? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, look, Tiger Talks. None to her, the one who went in real life, who decided to call the hotel to see whose name the hotel is in. Did we forget all about her? I think we did. But excuse me. So SFG is the only person that dedicates her channel. Let's see. Sooty, and it's rant after rant after rant after rant after rant, and she don't show her face neither. Now what you gotta say? I don't understand people in this community. Sorry, Akasha, but I don't understand people in this community. Okay? Seriously, that's obsessive. I don't hear nothing about that. Except the time that she called into the hotel every day. Okay? Okay, so she makes the most money, but again, because she's she's who she is. She's got a following. That's the way it is. All right. And anybody else, if they were honest about it, anybody else in the community, hey, our lady, if they were honest, okay, they like the fact that there's people watching, and yeah, to get super chats, to get memberships, to get clicks, that's all part of being on YouTube. Okay, it's a relevancy because yes, you're providing something out there, and yeah, it's nice to get an interaction. People that want to pay for that, just like they pay for their entertainment, that's their choice, right? So why are we constantly always on that bag? And you mean to tell me that Monty ain't making money, and I'm sorry that the rest of them, it's the same shit, except that people have done some other things. And that's when it comes into like the personal stuff. People, if you feel a person has done something, then you get into your feelings about it. And it's like you need a reason to hate them. If you don't like them, then don't watch them. There doesn't need to be a reason. Maybe they're not your cup of tea, and that's fine. Then move the hell on from it. No, this day and age, now we got to do reactor against reactor. Come on with this stupidity. It's so ridiculous. All right, back to this. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you.
obtain this beezer spray for no other purpose than to try to defame more and more. Like, of course, she's already
Defame.
saying it smells.
No, darling. No, darling. No, darling.
Blah blah blah.
No, darling. No. Defame. Excuse me. Can somebody answer this question seriously in the chat? What kind of saying does Hootie Duty have? Can somebody answer that question for me? What kind of saying are we discussing here? Are we talking about internet fame? Are we talking about celebrity fame? Are we talking about, is she popular? Is she a celebrity? What saying are we discussing here? Seriously, y'all, honestly, I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Thank you, Kelly. It's good to see you too. I try, girly. I try. But seriously, y'all, what saying are we talking about? I would love to know. I really would. Because defaming means that what you are, what you represent is your reputation is being you, right? So defaming would mean that you took good out into the world. It is of my opinion that that's not the case here. What are you saying this for, Chantel? What are you saying this for? Gaining weight? Obesity? You're famous for that? What else? Oh, eating mukbangs? That's what you're famous for? Or is it using people, getting together with men that don't give a shit about you? I could go on. What are you saying this for? I just would like to know. It is. But again, just really think about what people are saying here. She's saying here. This is the girl who claims to have the YouTube manager. Oh, would you please? Girl, we all got that same YouTube manager. Even us little shit-ons here. We all got that same YouTube manager. They're all automated. They all give us the same answers. They all, oh, yes, we're looking into that. Oh, yes, thank you for retorting this. We all got that. So what saying are we talking about here?
It's not full to the brim. I mean, it's just all like, of course she's gonna say it smells bad, like, but you're forgetting, FFG, that I met you in person, so I know what you smell like. So anything that smells remotely nice is going to smell foreign.
Not for nothing, that she's not the only person who met you in person and had something to say about your aroma. I guess she forgot about Ronan, right? And Ronan was making video after video after video about her being what? Stinky. So she's not the only person that has commented about your aroma there, Chantel.
To you, I don't blame you. You smell like an ashtray from like an old forgotten ashtray in an abandoned Motel 6. That's what you smell like. And you said I smell good, so you can't retract that now. Hi. Yay! Thank you guys for joining the VIB. Yeah, like honestly, like YouTube takes like 50%, like 30%. And if your membership was like 99 cents, it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, of course she said I smelled. No,
I know,
she said
Kiki.
I didn't smell too bad. I remember that from a stream. Of course she's gonna say that. Are you gonna actually take
exactly,
the word
Kelly.
of somebody whose sole purpose in life
Thank
is
you,
to try to
SH.
destroy my
Yes.
life? Seriously. She took my cat.
Oh my
like,
God, y'all!
Insane.
Again
like,
with this,
like insane.
Again with this. I have never heard a person say and repeat the same verbiage like she does. Repeats the same thing day after day. Again, it blows my mind when I hear other reactors are like, "Oh, SFG is so obsessed." Excuse me. This one doesn't stop. Every community post, every nukdang, every live, every video, her little caricature videos, her little drawing videos, they're now dedicated to FFG. Okay? Like, seriously. Exactly. Infamous, but not famous. It's a good thing that she doesn't have children, because imagine that legacy that you have to give down to the next generation, the generation that will come back to this. Imagine if she had children and they came back to this. This is what they have to go on. Oh, look at Mom. Look what she's famous for. I'm saying, like, I think people forget in this community. And I think it's like the newer people that come in and they're like, oh, you guys are just a bunch of haters. This is all you do. No, sweetheart. No. There's a lot of it. There is a lot of it on YouTube. It's not just her. She just happens to be the focus here because it's been going on and so many people just want to see like an outcome to this all, you know? Oh, Southpaw. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. As someone who is unfortunately has been forced to live in a Motel 6, can she shut the F up about it? Yeah, it's not as bad as she's trying to make it sound, and it pisses me off. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. Not that I am truly sorry you do feel that way, because yes, that's true. That's a very good point. There are people that live in Motel 6s, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people need to live the way they can for the time being. Girl, you act like you're in some kind of mansion and you ain't. Is this what was this now? The third apartment, second apartment? You sit on the floor. You don't even have a coffee table. You use boxes to prop up your food for your mukbangs. Okay? Hey, Jarella, good to see you. Thank you. It's just like, stop. Stop commenting on how other people live. We see how you live. You bring it to the internet. You talk about this, that, and the other thing. And then you tell people how that's not right. They have no right to talk about this. And this is not, of her culture and how, excuse me, ma'am, you are an imposter. Okay. Everything you do is against that religion. And I'll be the one to say it. It's offensive to those people who actually are in that religion, who actually do follow that. Okay? It's a joke. I know. I hear you, Kiki. Exactly. Exactly. She has no silverware. Exactly. You're constantly eating out of fucking Tupperware and takeoutware.
Hi. He's doing well enough that we can buy a new car and a new.
Here we go again. Oh, is he doing so well? In my estimation, if SFG did purchase this Visa Straight, well, she's now kind of she's kind of contributing to that happening, isn't she? So why are you complaining? I mean, I'm certain that she was probably the only person who ever bought it for FFG, if it wasn't FFG, that bought the damn shit.
For the nice new plays and everything. And if you're going to say, if the zombies are going to say, well, you bought those things with your own money. But then in the next sentence, their hive queen will say, they're broke. So which one is it? Am I broke? Or am I buying my own things? If I'm broke, how am I affording a car and a nice new apartment?
How did you afford it in Canada? How did you afford it in Canada? The Kia. How did you afford the villa? Pizza's apartment that you were living. Okay. How did you afford all that food you were buying every day? Oh, that's right. You were making so much money during your little situation with Natter. Okay. That it's not the same thing anymore. Okay. You know what? And I hate the fact that you guys feel like you have to explain your own lifestyles. You don't have to. Who the hell? You know what? It doesn't matter. If you're happy, if you're thriving, if you're living a life, if you're doing well, if you're healthy, that's all that matters. Who the hell cares? Because Kelly, she's too big to fit in that damn kitchen. She's too lazy. She's too hot and she can't. Okay? She's sans energy to do much. And I don't know about you, that if you tell me that all this girl is doing is vaping and the hookah, I'll sell you a bridge. Seriously.
And everything else. Take out every
exactly.
day,
Earn the
whatever.
GORL.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? Going traveling. All of these things that you never will get to do in your life. So,
girl, all these things that you'll never get to do in your life. Why do you care? Why do you care? You put your damn shit out there. If you want your life to be so private, and you want your oh, why does everybody have something to say? Because you always had something to say about somebody else's life. That's why, Chantel. You talked about Amber Lynn. You talked about the girl that you made the OnlyFans with. I forget her name. You talk about everybody You have commented to everybody. Before you were married to Howdy Doody over there, okay, you were talking shit on everybody and everything. Okay, and that's the one you talked about constantly was Natter and Diddy. And you still, if you didn't have Howdy Doody, you'd still be talking about them. Okay?
Anyway, or have the balls to even show yourself doing these things. Everything she does is only her word. There's no act.
Okay. I just showed y'all Tiger Talks' channel. Did anyone see her face? Anyone see her face? Anyone? Does I don't show my face all the time. Y'all know what I look like. That's my face up there. I just don't show myself the way I am now because who wants to scare y'all? But my likeness is out there that I don't feel like, and even when my face wasn't like this, I didn't always get on screen. It's a choice, and it doesn't have to do with the fact that, oh, reaction channel, you got to show reaction. Yeah, reactions are auditory, they're physical, they're emotional. They don't always have to be showing your damn face. I don't know where we got the rules in React 101 that you must show your face to react, because no, that's not always the case. Oh, Carly
so ironic
Steele.
that she judges me for these things, but she doesn't even. She's on a diet. She doesn't show anything. No weigh-in.
Oh God! Again,
the bees are.
She's on a diet. You're the one that says you're. Excuse me. Water diet. Water diet. Anyone? How many days did that last? Oh wait, that didn't even last 24 hours, did it? Did it? No, I don't think it did. No, I don't think it did. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you to say. But you couldn't do one day, lady. So these girls decide they want to lose a few pounds and they want to do it together. And who cares? Who cares? I get you, Heidi. I get you. Exactly. Exactly. Water diet doesn't mean to synthesize water with your meal. Exactly. Who are you to give advice? Who are you to say anything? You consistently tell your audience that you're going to start a diet that never happens. I ask this question again. What do you offer people? What do you offer? You're not an influencer. You're not a good person. Okay. You're not good to anything. What do you offer, lady?
Spray stinks. Okay, there's no proof of you even trying it. I don't have
6 hours.
No
Thank
proof.
You,
no proof of anything. So it's just like her word is shit.
So okay, okay, Chantel. So you said she didn't even smell it, and her word is shit. That you're pissed off that she didn't. What if she did, and she was like, you know what, guys, I was wrong, and this is the best smelling thing I've ever smelled. I still think you'd give her a hard time. Hey, Nikki, welcome. I still think you'd give her a hard time. I still think you're like, of course she is. She's kissing my ass now. Oh, now you like nice stuff. Oh, now, salah, or you call him salad. Oh, now it's not a joke. Come on.
I don't need that amount of money now. Obviously, making more money is nice.
She must be new here.
In life.
You don't go here.
Nobody knows my financials. You're not my financial advisor. You're not my bank. You're not my doctor.
Who is your doctor?
Nobody lives here.
Who is your doctor? I'd like to have a word with him. Who is your doctor? Oh, that's right. She doesn't go to doctors. She doesn't go to anything. She doesn't go to a therapist. She doesn't see a doctor. She sees Dr. Seralt, right? Because she's so smart. She sees Dr. WebMD, Dr. Google.
Here, you know what I mean? Exactly, Cal's bells. That's another point. Not everyone likes the same scents, you know? So maybe she just doesn't like the smell, but who cares? Like, as if anyone from here is going to care what a fucktard from Motel 6 cares, like, the review. Like, these are popular scents here. And again, his business does well.
Okay. If his business does so well, why do you care what one opinion out there in Montreal thinks then? Why do you care? Yeah, that's a good point, Jarella. She is going to lose her health care. She doesn't go back to Canada. That's very true. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I made a product and I sold it to y'all, and, somebody said, hey, Kali, I didn't really like it. am I going to sit up here doing like making a video going, well, what's wrong with you? Because everybody else liked it. Like, you don't have any other thing to go on. Like, where are your other customers? Where are your reviews? Where are your consumer reports, ma'am? Seriously.
You're still balling, don't lie. We do well for ourselves. Money is not everything, Tiffany. Exactly. For me to drive legally, you'd have to know my status here, and that's not something you're gonna know. Sorry. We're not supposed to keep track of other people's karma. Yeah, I know, Tracy. It's okay. Yeah, I know, but I mean,
I don't care because they talk about me, so I'm going to talk about that. You talk about anybody. You pay attention to everything. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If SSG went off the face of the earth tomorrow, she would still carry this on for another year or so. She would talk about DDJ being hijacked and how she bought the Deezer stray, how she, the fashion show. Like, these are all the things you need to go on. This is your obsessive person. Yet, wait a second, wasn't there somebody else that was in your chat that was giving you money for a long time, and then they decided to drive hours and hours for you to wave at them outside? Yet you never mentioned that, because that wasn't obsessive at all. Oh no, that wasn't crazy. No, a person to drive by your house after hours and hours so you can come outside and wave at them. Oh, and did you not end up making a video with them? Did you not end up hanging out with them? So all these people that are your stalkers and are your obsessors, yet you seem to end up hanging out with them.
I mean, so my diet, actually,
what diet, woman?
We talked, we did everything finalized today, but actually everything is going to start Friday. And
cool story, bro. Hey, grateful.
Piece of shit.
The reason for that is actually because of Eid. Eid is like 3 days, and it's starting soon. So everybody's preparing
yes, thank
for
you,
Eid
Kelly.
And this diet plan is not just like frozen pre-made meals. Like, it's not.
What does it matter, Chantal? It's not just frozen pre-made meals. Everything is so fresh. This is so fresh. Get ready, y'all, because once this food arrives, this is all you're going to hear about how fresh it is and how good it is. I don't know, Erno. That's a great question. Does anybody have an answer? Let me see, y'all. Let me go to my Google and describe what is, because this is a new one, right? Never heard this before. Okay. Eid. It says, is the earlier of the two official holidays celebrated within Islam. While the Quran does not mention the celebration of Eid, the religious holiday of Eid I'm going to screw this up, al-Fitr, is celebrated by Muslims worldwide because it marks the end of the month-long dawn to sunset fasting of Ramadan. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Dainty. Shut up, Akasha. Shut up, Akasha. Anyway. Okay, so now Eid is the reason. So this is the new thing now. I wonder, Chantel, would you do the sacrificial lamb for Eid? Just asking.
It's freshly made. Like, this dietitian, we talked. She's so nice. She actually is going to tailor she asked my preferences, my weight, my goals, and stuff like that.
Her preferences. Did you tell her that the copious amounts of carbs that you need to have in your diet? Did you tell her that all the sauces, that all the breads, all the fried foods? Did you tell her that all that needs to be incorporated in there? Just asking for a friend.
That. And so she's preparing something for, like, she tailors the plans to the people. So, like, her clients. So she's going to deliver it on Thursday. She's going to a sacrifice?
Nah, I think she should do the sacrifice.
And then Friday, I'll start with breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I'm going to have salads and one dessert with that.
Uh-huh. Are you going to have salads and one dessert with each meal? Is that what you're telling us? I love how she fastly quickens how she's going to eat this food. Oh, it's going to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to eat salads. Going to eat a dessert. One for per meal. Oh, come on now.
So it's starting Friday for sure, for sure. I know I was hoping
Sure,
to start today.
sure.
Sure, Dan.
Thank you. Oh, that was just illuminating. Illuminating. Yeah. Okay, there, Chantel. Good for you. I'm so happy to hear it. All right. So that was that loveliness. And again, like I said, as far as this ooh, what is this? Hang on 1 second. It's this next video that I got to show y'all. You'll appreciate this too, because it seems to me that SFG needs to be like the flavor of the week with certain people, and none other than our favorite. Not even we just love to hate on this dude, but Natter has also jumped on this bandwagon. I guess Natter is showing screenshots of some kind of conversation that was had between these two. Like, are you that stupid? Are you that stupid? This implicates you. If you had any conversations that had to do with you, it was SSG trying to warn Foodie about your ass. So I don't understand what the whole thing is that, hey, Blondie, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm not understanding. Like, she's like the flavor of the week here. Oh, so, if Foodie is getting all the views, then I'm going to jump on that bandwagon too. Right? Stretching. Exactly, Kelly. Yeah, exactly. Ursinet, this is Natter we're discussing. This is Natter. Does Natter know anything? He just does. Because King Natter is never wrong, remember? King Natter knows all. King Natter is a fucking moron. Anyway, so let's see what this loveliness is that he thinks he's God. You evil liar. You evil liar. SIG, you evil liar. Okay, let's see. Oh, good. I have it on that already. And here we go. So you said you don't know me, that you are spreading lies all over the internet about me. I will have you charged for harassment if you don't delete those videos of me. You said I knew your friend and I never did. Your accusations are serious. This is people's real lies you are messing with. Okay, all right. Listen, when we found out about you, people started talking about you. I told your girlfriend I heard about you, and I told her privately to protect herself. I never said anything about you on the internet of this, not one word. Your girlfriend, yeah, exactly, told the internet everything we know about you, not me. I have always said that your private life is not my business to talk about. I only talk about what she says about you. So can somebody explain to me the gotcha here? Because I'm not understanding why this is a gotcha. Somebody explain this to me. Akasha girl, you are pushing it tonight. Okay, so explain this to me why on the other side that this is a gotcha. Oh my God, right? Why is this a gotcha? I'm not understanding. Like, oh, CG, oh, SFG. Okay. And you're incriminating yourself yet again. What a shocker. All right, let's go back to this nonsense. Oh, that's cool, SH. All right. Anyway, here we go. Okay, I've always said that your private life is not my business. The address everyone has for you did not come from me either. It came from Kiwi Farms. Oh, duh. Nobody ever saw that on YouTube. I used to deal with a man just like you. He beat me, treated me like shit, and took my money too. Okay, see? And the gotcha's where? I left him. There you go. You are worse to Chantel than he was to me, and one day she will open her eyes. No, she really didn't, but hey. Until then, we are all watching Chantel looking for the signs of abuse. Be very careful how you treat her. Everybody is watching. I already said that I would never say these things on YouTube. I have not harassed anybody. Your, come on, Natter, girlfriend should stop talking about you. It's very simple. Yeah, sounds sensible to me. I'm still waiting for the day. No, you want to be in jail, girl? This early on? Okay, somebody explain again. What's the gotcha here? Once again, moron, it implicates you because she was warning Chantel. That's a lot of the way people. Let's be real here. A lot of the reason why people in the beginning of all this stayed on is because they wanted to see Chantel get out of this situation because Chantel brought this to the internet. And she talked about this situation, just like with SFG. She talked about it constantly. She talked about it when he told her to stop talking about it. She talked about it when she was with him. She talked about it when she wasn't with him. She talked about it in Cuba. She talked about it after Cuba. She kept talking about it. All right? Okay? So, again, not part of Ramadan. Okay. I just read what the Google. So I'm not, if that's incorrect with me, I apologize if that's the reading that I got from the old Google. Thank you, hippie. All right. So again, I still am failing to see the gotcha here, y'all. Okay, I already said that I would never say these things on YouTube. I would not harass anybody. Your girlfriend should stop talking about you. It's very simple. She can say what she likes, what she wants. That what we're saying? Dude, get to the point here. She could say what she wants on YouTube, and so can I. You have crossed the boundary and have called and texted my telephone many times today. Oh, God. This is the harassment. I'm asking you to never contact this number again, or I will go to the police with everything. What do you mean? X was like me. Oh, my God. These people are so stupid. Again, unpopular opinion here, but back when this was happening, when Chantel was talking about this, and she demonized Shannon, right? And she demonized SSJ, even though it was just nothing but concern. But we all know that to show concern to Chantel it falls on deaf ears because she doesn't want that. She wants exactly the attention she gets, all right? But to use these things, to say all these things, this little chunk of information is easily forgotten about. How obsessed you are with my life. How obsessed you are with my life. That in the beginning, she was trying to help you. Okay, maybe she overstood that because it's something that humanly, if you see another person getting harmed or getting affected, and you feel like you want to say something, you want to step in, you want to warn them. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why she's villainized for this, but hey, whatever. This little chunk of information is always left out. Like, she's so obsessed with my life. No, dude, she actually gave a shit at one time. That's the whole thing. There's a lot of people that don't give a shit. That a lot of people will continue to do this, but the only person you are so concerned with is FFJ. What do you mean, X like me? I don't want to contact you and I don't want to annoy you. You need to stop talking about me. You don't even know me, and your ex was a piece of shit is not my problem. Focusing your fucking life, you stopped harassing me by saying to everyone abusive and doing drugs when you don't even know me at all. You don't like it, somebody do the same to you, right? So I wish you stop. Oh my God, y'all. This is a pattern of behavior too, okay? This is a pattern of behavior too. Hey, Stephanie. All right, this is the same shit that Nana was doing to most women in the community. It was, if you talk about me, if you say this about me, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to threaten you. I'm going to, he had some help, obviously. But you know, it was channel striking, it was threatening people's lives, it was threatening, you know, harm, physical harm, like, you know. Exactly. Thank you, Blossom. Thank you for being sensible. We all were accountability. That's right. Accountability buddies. Exactly. That's right. It seems to fall on, you know, this perimeter right now is SFG is so obsessed. This is what she does. That there's been a whole chunk of information that's not discussed, that's not integrated. Okay, for us people that have been here, we can say that. We can say that. You know what I'm saying? Share their nudes. Exactly. Exactly, SH. Share their nudes. Oh, what was the other thing he was going to release? Videos of certain people, right? Didn't he say at Chantel videos that he was going to release? Wasn't there a time that he said that there were sex videos that he showed his brother? I think he's talked about like a long time ago. And those are like, keep talking, Buffalo. I remember that. Do y'all remember that? Oh yeah, taper clips. Exactly, Christy. Exactly. Do y'all remember that when he used to talk about the videos that they made and the ones that he was showing his brother or his cousins or whatever it was? All right then. All right then. So it ain't just this new development here. This has been going on, y'all. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's go back to this greatness. Chantel told her audience those things. I have respected your privacy and never said anything about what I heard about you. Okay. And that's true because FSG didn't really talk a lot about Natter. She makes it a point not to talk about him. But she puts on YouTube becomes public, and that's what we speak about. There you go. She needs to start talking about you and come on. And we'll have nothing to say. He says, so please stop that I don't need to hear excuses. I just want your videos. And I hear you saying the worst words ever. You didn't know me, so why you need to stop this? Get out of here. Okay. But Chantel spoke to SSG. She says, I told Chantel when we spoke, and I also said this on YouTube, I don't want to speak about you. I really don't. I just want Chantel to again, this is repetitive and stupid. This is stupid. Oh, Stephanie, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the turnouts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry I don't have, the Coming to America music to play for you. But we're going to find something. I thought you were too. I know a lot of you are gifted, so that might be the reason. But I'm glad to have you. Exactly. You are always a turnout. You're all turnouts. You're OGs. You're my pals, my buddies. Thank you, Blondie. Thank you, thank you. So this is all like they're saying repetitive crap. This is all saying like, don't talk about me. You have no right to talk about me. That it wasn't me who talked about you, Chantel. Exactly. Exactly. So in the same breath, FFG could turn around and say the same. But that's not the way things go. That's not the way things go around here in girl world. Because now, there's new fresh pair of eyes in this community, and they see things and valid. Everybody has a valid opinion. That's cool. That's great. But at some point, you got to understand that it's just more than what you see. And some people are like, I don't care. I don't want to go that deep. Then don't. Hey, what I say? What I say? She's yelling at me already. Uh-huh. Exactly. Thank you, Kiki. I remember her butt crack pic. Exactly. Why are you yelling at me? She don't see me all this time. Now she's yelling at me. I see how it is. Anyway, Anyway, y'all. Uh-huh. Yes, it is a revolving door. It is. This girl is a revolving door. Nobody is happy with, with things on it. This place changes more than Chantel changes her underwear, seriously. Uh-huh. Exactly. And listen, you can all have your different perspectives and the way you see things. And don't knock other people for the way they've been doing things that they've been here, Sorry, oh, is that what I was talking about, Akasha? I'm so sorry. Yes, I forgot that there's some young mom stands in my chat. That's all good. That's all fine. I don't have a problem with it. Again, I will say this, and I know that, it shouldn't become this like thing, but it seems to be like the same things that Yolanda complains about are the same things that he does in his own little way too, and people just find it more entertaining because it's in the manner that he does it. Okay, am I right? It is. I get it. I understand. There are some things that are funny. There are some things that I find offensive, but I'm not going to make a video about the dude. Okay, I'm not going to make a video about the dude. He has his own way of doing things. That's cool. But there are some things that I think he's completely just amiss about. And that's the way that is. I was amiss too at one time. I didn't know a lot of things in the beginning when I first came here. I didn't know what a locale was. I saw all these people making these comments. I was like, what the hell does that even mean? But, you learn. And then again, it's like the problem I have with young Nana is making the same kinds of accusations that I'm sorry, sir, that you sit up there and you do it to it. Crazy. All right. It's just, it's your choice of person that you want to talk about, that you want to give your, opinion about, that you're showing to your audience, that you're, again, this is a girl world community. It is not just like all these other, things. People talking about other things because they got sick and tired of Chantel. I get that. Exactly, SH. I get it. I get people are sick and tired of talking about Chantel. I get tired of it too. I did it. Last year at this time, we were full on streams, live stream, constant. And I get it. But it doesn't mean that I'm obsessed or whatever. This is what was going on in the community, and I was more into the stories and the things happening and how it affected people, and that was my part in this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like whoever you choose to talk about, you're choosing to do that. Whether you're doing it about Chantel, Natter, MFW, 3Z, ALR, SJM, y'all, okay? So lighten up. Lighten up. It is a girl world for a reason. It's surrounded around the people that started here on these certain journeys, right? The ALR weight loss journey and all this stuff. It started around and then it jumped into all this other shit because all these other people started coming in from other communities and bringing in the other stuff. Exactly. It's a fucking story. It's a reality show for y'all. So the hell what? You may not like everybody. That's the whole point, dude. Do you like everything you watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's critics out there that don't like every show that's on TV or movie that's in the movie theaters. People go and they talk shit constantly. Right. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. And don't think that I'm blind to it. I see it. I hear it. The hypocrisy is strong, y'all. And I'm going to keep saying that. The hypocrisy is strong. Strong. And we watch as spectators because it's either entertaining us or it's making us laugh or it's making us angry or it's something that we just need to unwind. Whatever it is, it's still just a choice. The choice is you can either watch it or not watch it, or you can go to another channel or another community. That's the whole point. That there's always coverage on this shit. Always. Exactly. There's a Kiki. I feel like you got a lot to say, girl. Kiki's doing the all cats thing. I want to tell you, you know, I know that other people are picking, like, they're picking the little hairs out of people's scalps about what they do and how they do it. It's like, Jesus, do your thing. Do your thing. Don't worry about it. You know? Y'all take it too seriously. All right, let's finish this stupidity and then we're going to move on to Gail. I know Jen is just sitting there, like, come on, Golly, come on. All right, does this get any better? Like, what's the whole end game to this? Let's see. I'm moving up a little bit. What's the whole game? What's the end game? What is the end game? Please be kind to Chantel. See, that's how this really is. Please be kind to Chantel. That's all we want, honestly. We want her to be happy. Jeez. What an obsessed person this is. This is a person that gave a shit. And to take care of herself. Yeah, a lot of people felt that way at one time. Just be gentle with her. I am nobody's enemy, really. I am not the bad guy. Okay. There you go. But things changed. I'm speaking like a sister to you. I'm nice to everyone, but not nice when you talking about me. Oh my God, dude, seriously. How you doing now, Natter? Please be kind. I am honest. I will never speak about you. If she doesn't put it on YouTube, never. So to me, this is kind of pointless, all right? Because the obvious thing is she gave a shit. She gave a shit. So what? What did Kasha do now? Fire Jenna? Who? Fire Jenna? Who's firing Jenna? Oh, you're okay. The gotcha. Okay, I still want to know what the gotcha is because why? She was nice to him? She was doing it on behalf of somebody that she felt was in danger. I'm sorry, I don't see the gotcha there. Things changed. Keep up with the program here, Natter. It's your own fucking life. You should know what went on. Like, serious, y'all. Seriously. This kind of shit is just like, y'all are just, Natter. This is desperation here. You talk about he can't stop talking either. He's another one. Him and Devo over there can't stop talking about Chantel. Didn't that woman make a whole channel dedicated to reacting to her because she would say such nefarious shit about her? Is two-faced. No, things change. Things change. Just like, moderators who once were your moderators, they turned on you. Just like members who were once your members walked out on you. Just like subscribers that were once your subscribers. I mean, what are you going to do? Chase everybody down that changed their minds? It doesn't. It makes seriously no effing sense to me, y'all. It doesn't. And I scratch my head at some people. Like, are you shitting me? We saw stuff that went down that was offensive to anybody that saw this, or anybody that came to the internet and said, he's harming me, he hit me, he put his hands on me, paper clips, or the other shit that she tells on herself as it is. So it's like, where's the gotcha? Okay. Yeah, there have been times that you could catch one of us saying that we cared about the way she was getting treated. We were worried for her. Things changed. Oh, Akasha, I love you too much, Akasha. Chase me down all you want, girl. She said she was using words that she knew in his community culture. I gotcha. There are certain people that use certain verbiage so they don't upset a situation. And that's what I gather out of that. That's what I gather out of that. That she was trying to use as much verbiage not to make things worse. That's what a friend does. Okay, again, oh my God, why is she getting involved? That's creepy. That's cringy. Okay, y'all, that's creepy and that's cringy. I'm sorry. But you know what? All right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Ask the chat something. Now, if you guys, if I told you one day that I was assaulted. Not saying that anybody is, and I told you who it was, right? And I came here and I was really upset. Would you guys just be like, okay, see you, colleague, that's too bad? Or would you like try to talk to me or try to like understand the situation? Now, again, I'm not saying that people need to get involved, but it's, again, when you're watching something, you're affected by something, you get involved in it because it's a story, because it's a person, because it's still people, right? Yes, SH, it is. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. Yes, that was a conversation between Natter and FSG. This was on Natter's channel. Okay, so, and I know for a fact that there are people who have talked to me outside of things about when I was going through brain surgery that, like, again, human condition here. Exactly, Kiki. I love Kiki. Kiki's all gay. She's my gangster. Kiki's my gangster. She's like, where I gotta pull up, Collie, where? I got my mace. Where am I pulling up? Exactly. Okay, I wouldn't expect you to go. The thing is that you guys, I don't expect you to come into my real life, that you guys would always, try to say something to quell the situation. You would be human. I think that's what people don't understand. It's like, why do you care? Why do you care? Unfortunately, you've been here as long as some of us have, and a lot of you have been here a lot longer than I have. You're invested. And she kind of stood on that. That's what I'm saying. She sits on the very community that she created. She walked all over her VID. She treats her members like crap. She's still to this day. She's very condescending. She's very like, so sorry. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Oh, we'll pay for you. She doesn't care. She does not care. So it's like, why are we all jumping onto like, oh, FFG is so obsessive? Like, come on, y'all. Are you winking at me, Akasha? Girl, you and I are going to have a nice little one-on-one. Okay, where's my Jenna? Where's my Jenna? Because we're going to get out of this nonsense with, So, in the end, thanks, Natter. You showed something that, again, we knew all along, that you're a piece of shit. And, FSG is trying to be nice. That's how I see it. Anyway, whatever. No, we don't want that. All right. Hang on. Just going to pull up the next video before I get yelled at. I know some of y'all are going to clear out because the second I get off the Chantel, it's like, oh no, she's going to show that lady. I don't understand that lady. But I have to, because she is in a Titan sub and she found in I don't know what this means. Somebody tell me what this means. All right, guys, hang on. Miss Gail, what are you talking about, ma'am? Hang on. I gotta put her on 1.25 because she tends to go on. Oh, there she is. All right, y'all. So the title of this is Titan Sub found in Jesuit anus. And guess what? Guess who she's talking about? Her good friend Lizzo. She says in her description, Lizzo has been up to her usual garbage. Oh man, what is it now? What did Lizzo do to you now, Gail? All right, here we go, y'all. Yes. Let's talk about the real problem, right? Lizzo, you're just the problem. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All right, Nan, let's hear it. Behave.
Lizzo been keeping my husband Brent busy, but he's a hero. Let me go ahead and read a letter that I got from him. It's in regard to that Titan submarine that's gone missing.
Oh.
Okay, let me just go.
Wait a second. I got to slow it down a little bit because she's going to read a letter. Trigger warning. If this is about that submarine and I'm not even getting involved in that because that was terrible, we can discuss this at a later time. Let's see what she has to say. And she's got, oh God, she's got a picture of the submarine on her screen. Y'all, she is just a mess.
Go ahead and get up to the top here.
Okay.
Long letter. Dearest Gail, there have been some
just now from Brent. This is from Brent.
Shocking developments in the world news thanks to you-know-who and her army of evil Jesuits. Lizzo decided that in order to boost her approval ratings and increase her troops' morale, she would host a Guinness Book of Jesuit World Records event. All of the Jesuits voted on which world record they wanted to break. It was determined that the most highly requested world record achievement among Jesuits was most billionaires taken into the anus via submarine.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Let me just one moment, please. Just a little moment, please. 1 second. Just gotta put something up on the screen here. Okay. Just heed the warning here, so I don't get it. Okay, this is not the expressed opinions of the channel or the creator. The person that's speaking, this is not expressing how I feel about it. This is their personal thing. So just so y'all know, so I don't get, Kali, how dare you? Okay, yeah. Oh, thanks, Akasha. Thank you. I can tell. All right, here we go, y'all.
Conveniently, there was a submarine departing from Canada full of billionaires.
Canada?
One ambitious Jesuit stepped forward for the task. Among his Jesuit comrades, he was known as the Submarine Jesuit. A cousin of the Malaysian Airlines Godzilla Jesuit, the Submarine Jesuit had studiously trained all of his life to compete for this daunting and important world record. Jesuit technology had been used to make him better adapted to the sea and for his anal tissues to accept submarines.
You just have to just realize that she's got some kind of an imagination and just go with it. You really do. You really do. Godzilla. Yes. Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Layla. Right.
His day had finally come, and he was lubed up and ready to take a submarine full of billionaires up his muscular, hairy anus.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is not okay. This is not the way to go, Gail. I think it is way too soon. This was when did she do this? This was 5 days ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's not the way to go. We're gonna stop doing that. Because again, that's her mind, and I know that she's quite the free thinker. That's a little too much. Yeah, exactly. A suppository submersive, yes. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely make that a pitch. Let's go on something a little lighter with her, shall we? Because that's a little too much. That's, even for Gail, that's a little too much. Yeah. Woohoo, lady. I don't know. I don't know. That's up there with MSW's take on the world wars or whatever she was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing that. No, not doing that. No, man. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. All right. Let's move on to something a little lighter than that. Even though when it comes to her, there's nothing really that could be that much that this is just a little too soon. A little scary. A little scary. Ha ha ha. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 second. Hang on. There was one that I wanted to show the last time I was here, and then Mason got us shut down, you know. So, oh, here it is. And she's in booty shorts. I have to show this one. I hope this is a little bit easier to deal with than the one that we just tried to show. But she's in booty shorts. I can't. All right. Hang on. Okay. I got it. Oh, and the Civil War. Yeah. Alcohol is bad. Alcohol is bad, y'all. Drugs is bad. That's all I got to say about that. Oh yes, booty shorts. You'll appreciate this, and it's her color too, I think. But this has got to be interesting. Come on now. All right, let's see. Let's see what Lizzo did now in this video. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, check
You
her
sure
out.
did keep me up last night with your lovemaking.
Uh-oh.
And I know you enjoy my cooking. I'm going to make you a nice sandwich. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's see here.
You know, for somebody who's asexual, she dressed up in her booty shorts like going she's making her man a sandwich. That is a sexually a queen.
But I tell you, I am so happy having you as my husband. You are just so thrilling to me.
Yes, Annette.
And you're so relaxing too. Yeah. I feel so totally
Yes.
free and accepted with you.
Oh,
Comfortable. And yet, it amazes me how turned on you always are. Amazing. Let's see. Oh, let's see here.
she got those skins on. She's got skins on, y'all.
You know, I have some ideas on how you could run the country.
Oh.
You know, it's just, I was just thinking, yeah.
What the hell sandwich is she trying to make here? She's struggling. She's cutting up a tomato. I see some green stuff. I don't see any protein there, though, Gail. What you doing?
But of course, you are the boss. Yeah.
Ow.
You have very good judgment. But I do have some ideas.
I have an idea, too, Gail. Can we not wear skin-colored shorts? I can't take my eye off of her leg at the moment because it just looks like one piece. It doesn't even look like she's got, shorts on. It just looks like she's standing there and halfway naked.
This is going to be delicious. You are my favorite lover. I am so happy in bed with you that I don't want anyone else. It's been like that ever since you moved into my apartment. I'm just so happy with you. Oh. Okay, I get the scissors.
That's one thing I miss about the jerk I was seeing last. He's a rotten person, but he was always really complimentary about my body, made me feel okay in short, tight stuff like that. Oh, SH, I'm sorry. And I guarantee that you are still a hot mama, so we'll tell you, girl. We'll tell you.
Yeah. I feel so comfortable with this arrangement.
In all honesty, I would love to be Gail. I would love to live in this world of being comfortable in this arrangement without having to have the real arrangement. You know what I'm saying? Like she's so content. I said this the last time about how content she is in her life, and she's not hurting anybody along the way. I don't know. You know, SH, you bring up a really good point because it's the kind of things that we put up with in real life because we want this kind of attention that she talks about and this kind of love and this kind of acceptance. And it's so nice that she can do this. Okay, I know. Hearing me out, though, it's nice that she can do this for herself, however that may be. Okay? Just a simple life. Exactly, Layla.
With you as my solo one-on-one, I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see here. I feel like I'm missing something.
Yes, protein.
Oh, you know what? Let me put in some cheese in this. Yeah, let's throw some cheese in here.
Look at how you, okay. Aside from the skims, all right, first off, Gail's got that body, yaddy yaddy. Okay? She's got a great body, and she's got a cute little outfit going on. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just think it's adorable.
A little bit of cheese. I got some nice cheese I can use. Let's check.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Akasha. Me too.
Yeah, mozzarella. Throwing some of this. A little bit of cheese.
Don't be sorry. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't be sorry. No cat. I agree. I agree. Jenna, are you coming in here? Okay. Are you coming in here with this Yonana slang? We're starting now. We're starting this Gen Z slang thing. Yo, no cap. Is that what's happening in that chat?
Here you go, my dear. Enjoy your sandwich.
Okay, so who?
Yeah.
Oh! Look at her. Duty all showing up in the camera. Who is she? So? Not to be mean. Not to be mean. The who is really going to eat that sandwich? I'm confused. Who's going to eat it now? Damn, what's going on here? Okay, lady, you got too much junk in the trunk there. Oh, I like the top, the glittery top.
My. What a nice, cozy place we have. I'm so happy living with my husband.
Oh, wow, that was short and sweet. That was short and sweet. But again, you tempting us here with all that, with all that junk in that trunk. The bed bugs. No, I'm assuming she's gonna eat it. I see that down with the kids. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all and the Gen Z stuff. That's so sweet, though. Can't fault her for being sweet. She's just, and she's happy. That's a happy lady. Happy lady. Happy, happy, happy. God. All right. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Anybody have any requests on what they'd like to watch? So rather than know if people were saying no capping or no caping, like being a superhero, like somebody taking off for them. Yeah. It, every generation has their way of talking, and it's funny how certain things are, either abbreviated from a longer word or now it has a new meaning. It's like, I mean, we all had our slang. You know what I'm saying? And I still say stuff from my day. I can't even, but it's all good. It's all good. So, y'all, do we have any requests now that we're, or anything we want to discuss? Now that I have officially filled the docket. Docket. Hey, oh. Dun, da, 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 da. It's damn Doozle. Hi, Dan. Are you giving me this thing? I'm like, God, John, now you're done. Now you're done. I'm like, God. Dan, you come in as I'm done with Gail. What's going on with you? You're supposed to be here while I am playing Gail. Hello. What is happening? Did you guys see Hannibal's remix? No. Hannibal, what's Hannibal's remix? What do I gotta see? Is there any colleague? Kasha. Yeah, all right. So let's discuss a little Colleen, and then we'll get to Hannibal's situation here. Colleen. So still, we're going on 3 weeks now, y'all, and there has not been a word from this Dallinger, but this chick is still currently on tour. I think she's in Chicago, and now she's kind of like implementing this situation into her show. While she's on stage, she's actually standing up there and she's gripping the microphone, and she's now all of a sudden she's praising the parents and give it up for the parents. You guys are doing such a great job. Like she's holding on to that mic like you would hold on to the reins of a horse. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. Okay. She is on tour. So I don't know if you guys know this. I know a lot of you don't check Twitter for this kind of thing, that you're more or less like on Twitter if it's about Foodie or Amber Lynn, but it is all over Twitter. But there have been many publications that have come out. So we've got Rolling Stone, we've got Time Magazine, we've got MSNBC, we've got The Insider. A lot has come out. A lot. It's a lot of, it's kind of reminding me of the whole thing with Natter, right? We had like all the articles that came out and everybody trying to get YouTube to start demonetizing or taking him off, or, reporting him for NAS channel striking and nothing happening. And it seems the same is going on with Colleen. So YouTube hasn't done a damn thing. Okay, she's Netflix. There are massive amounts of campaigns and protests and people writing into Netflix. They're canceling Netflix left and right because they want this content taken off Netflix. I don't blame them. I don't know. I don't understand. And the other thing is this past weekend, her ticket sales were down to $5, y'all. $5. No way, I wouldn't either. Oh God. Oh God. I will say. All right. Well, yeah, okay. See, the argument is, and this went down when Shane Dawson went through this, that again, when Shane Dawson's old clips started to come back up again after everything that went on with him and James Charles and Tati and all this other shit. And they went and they dove into Shane Dawson and all this inappropriate stuff he was saying in his comedic, videos and things of that nature. And again, no excusing what he did after. It was like he should have not done all that stuff, that he was canceled or he was, drummed off the internet for a while. The male, he was a male. The same energy needs to go to the female. I'm not understanding why it's taken so long for anybody to say anything. It is the crazy. And the other thing is, this is the biggest story. And this, I did a short on this as well. All right. So, that there are YouTubers that are friends with Colleen. There is James Charles, there's Nanya Inouye, there's Daniel Prada, Joey Graceffa, Trisha, all these people, right? They all rode on the coattails with Miss Colleen. And not a one of them, outside of Kendall Ray, who said it on her live stream, Jessie Sniles, who said it on her live stream with, I forget the girl's name, that it was on their live stream a week ago. And there's other YouTubers that are coming out, but not the close friends. You would think that these people would have something to say. I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nick Torino. I watch him. He is funny. So I'm on this bandwagon too, because during my time in the beauty community, I discussed a lot of this kind of drama stuff. And I remember these people and what they did. And like during the James Charles thing, they all talked about how young he was, and and Shane and Tati, being a 30-year-old woman and trying to destroy the 19-year-old. And I'm like, you know what? And then it comes out that James Charles allegedly is talking to young boys and asking for, armpit pictures and naked pictures. And then he comes out in a college video. Oh, it's because I'm desperate, y'all. And that's okay. Yeah. Oh, girl, I could go on for days about the fuckery going on here. I told you, I was very, very, up on all this because, again, I was making videos. I talked about the whole Tati thing, the James Charles thing, the Trisha Paytas thing, the Shane Dawson thing, the Jeffree Star thing. But the thing is that now these people have gone radio silent. Shane shouldn't say anything. He's kind of like, he just came back from being lambasted in the internet, and he's kind of doing his own thing now. Like, so he's like, yeah, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But then Shane, why are you making content with JoJo Siwa? Like, I don't understand these people. I do not understand these people. Yes, all these parasocial boundaries. The worst of it is, this is not just tea. This is affecting young children. These kids were 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the impressionable ages, right? And now they're in their 20s, and it's now coming to full effect of like how detrimental this was to them and to their growth and to their emotional well-being and to their, mental well-being. And the fact that it's getting ignored in such a huge way by Colleen and Trent, and well, the only one that's speaking up, and that's kind of funny, you guys can go check it out on the Huffington Post. I'll pull it up. But the only one that spoke out was her ex-husband, which was hysterical. I did too. Yeah, Onision, Dowdy Vanity, that's true. Dandozo. Let me pull that up. That's the article. This one, Adam did a whole video on this, you guys. So he said that this was the best interview and the best depiction of everything that went on. Like, he's at the point now where he's so exhausted of talking to all these other outlets and these, I get it because it's like it's being discussed so much and so much is not being done, and unless there is like something huge And I don't know how much bigger this has to get. It seems like it just falls on deaf ears. And I hate that that's the problem, but it's obvious. We saw it here with the whole Natter situation. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can pull this up. Huffington Post. Okay. Here it is. I will share the screen with y'all so y'all can get a. Oh, me too. But I think this, I could be wrong. I think this is much worse than the Shane Dawson situation. I really do. Okay. So it says she's a children's YouTube star. Her fans say she groomed them as teens. All right, let me make this a little smaller. All right. So, hang on. I hate when I can't get the little thingy thing to pull it down. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I remember the Dolly Vanity thing. That was a whole huge mess too. And I don't think anything, I don't know. The thing is that you really want to see some kind of justice, especially for Adam. Yeah. I don't know. I have so many different feelings when it comes to Jeffree Star. Like there are definite things that he was so outwardly awful about, definitely. And then there are things that I'm like, oh, like there are certain things that I did like about Jeffree Star. But yeah, he's always in the midst of controversy. That's true. Absolutely. All right. I don't know why my screen is starting to hang on. Oh no, Nathan, you ain't getting involved here, sir. Just saying. Okay, here we go. So it says on YouTube, Colleen Ballinger appears at first as a positive role model to kids. I don't know where they would say. I don't know where or why they would even say that. She built a colossal platform, boasting nearly 20 million followers across multiple YouTube channels by interacting with her young audience directly, largely through an online character named Miranda Sings. Painted in overlined red lipstick, Sings is a childlike adult with a speech impediment who, despite her tone-deaf singing and awkward dance moves, earnestly believes she's destined for stardom. Ballinger, 36, has marketed herself toward children for nearly 15 years by taking part in YouTube challenges, collaborating with other popular YouTubers like JoJo Siwa, and having kids participate in her stage show. She has essentially created Pee-wee's Playhouse for a generation that grew up online. But the nature of YouTube and social media allows her to build deeper interpersonal relationships with her fans in real time. See, this is the thing. Like, and with due respect, I agree with the fact that people got so angry at Shane Dawson for the things that he was saying and the skits that he was doing. And yes, I agree with that. But why wasn't she looked at then too? Some of the videos that this girl, I've shown some in my last couple of lives. You can go and search wherever you look now on the internet. Everybody has a story and everybody is showing like clips and just old things about what she's been doing. Like, I don't understand how she got away with marketing this to children, how parents didn't, I guess again, and we're going to go back to that, oh, it was the time kind of thing, right? Like, this is accepted at the time. Like, but even then, like, I would still cringe. I would never allow my child to hear a woman get up there dressed up as a child and talk about vaginas and talk about periods and talk about sexual position. This is not the content that you fish out to young kids. Like, I don't understand. Like the logic. You know what I'm saying? I get it, SH. It is problematic and it is ableist. And that's what I don't understand. Like, again, it was so popularized. Like, it wasn't just on YouTube. Like, she was on talk shows. She was in, she was in different, she made cameos in certain shows. Like, she was in mainstream, multimedia. Oh God, it is. It really, 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 really is. Very shocking. Anyway, so publicly, Ballinger wields that power as a famous children's host should. She's an LGBTQ plus ally, professes inclusivity and body positivity, and advocates for the sick. But off camera, her interactions with fans veered into what they described as inappropriate territory. Early this month, several of Ballinger's longtime fans came forward with allegations that she maintained uncomfortably close relationships with them when they were teens, and used her position of power to manipulate a select group of them for years. And this is what mainly Adam's position was in this whole thing, because he was specifically used as an advocate, as somebody that, he should have been. I mean, if you're an older person, 13 to 15 to 17-year-old child that only just wanted to be part of the fandom and wanted to be like, it just takes your position of power, and it just implicates that you can get away with just about anything. To sell it to children, to spoon-fed it to the parents, and they'll take it and they'll pay you for it. And that's how this went. It's disgusting. So it goes on saying those former fans now consider themselves victims. The alleged private conversations between Ballinger and her fans put her private life at odds with her public persona. In messages to her young fans, Ballinger appears to body shame, gossip about other fans, and reveal personal information about her romantic relationships. And in interviews with the Huffington Post, Ballinger's fans and former husband bring new revelations to the person behind Miranda sings. It is. It is. But, again, they don't understand that. And, it is the job of the parents to be involved. But again, how much of it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I was on top of my daughter, back when she started going online and things of that nature. And there were things that I was very afraid of. And there were things that I try to protect her from that, again, these kids, you can't monitor them 24/7. You can't be on top of it all the time. And as kids, we all did stuff like that. We did stuff that our parents didn't get to see. Imagine if we were growing up in the digital age when we were kids and the shit that we were doing. Yeah. Adam, yeah, he is 20 now. Yeah. But, it's like there's so many opinions coming out now saying, where are the parents? And where are the parents that bring their kids to these shows? These parents want to do it to what makes their kids happy, right? Right? You'll take your child to that Taylor Swift concert, even though it cost me thousands of dollars. You'll buy them the most popular toy. You'll get them that hot new game. That's what parents do, unfortunately. Yeah, again, I agree with that. Exactly. Of course it does. I mean, come on, y'all. In your youth, like if you were, let's say you were, a fan of like, oh, I don't know, let's say one of the boy bands, Justin Timberlake, right? And Justin Timberlake had like a group chat or whatever, and Justin Timberlake was in there, and you'd be so like, oh my god, like you'd be so like starstruck that no matter what he said, it wouldn't matter to you. That's what these kids are thinking at the time. Like they wanted to be kids. They were talking to each other in this group chat about homework and about like, weird, silly stuff. And here comes this 33-year-old woman who's like, yeah, what's your favorite sexual position? And what do you think about your period? Like, dude, it boggles the mind. It really does. Right, exactly. Especially busy parents who feel guilty, especially you're right, Bamboozle, working parents, parents that, are trying to provide for their kids. And unfortunately, they'll leave them with the babysitter, the nanny. Not everything can be watched 24 hours a day. It's unfortunate, that in a way, this type of a thing that has happened to these kids, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, that in a way, it opens their eyes and they become so much more aware. So as adults, I can only hope for them that they make better choices in how to deal with people and how to trust people and how to, to go through something this horrific and come out of it smarter, Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. I do have a video actually that if you guys want to check this out, I'll put the link to this article in the chat. Because there is a video I wanted to show you guys about this subject. I think it's kind of important. Hang on 1 second. I will put the Canon. There it is. Okay. There we go. So this is the article in case anybody wants to look it up. And like I said, they also interviewed the ex-husband, some of the weenies, Adam himself. Yeah, exactly. You put safeguards on our kids' devices to quickly learn. They find ways around. Yeah, for everything. They grew up on the age of technology. We didn't. Exactly. Yep. And I'm the same way. I wanted to protect my kid from everything. The second that she told me at 9 years old she wanted her own YouTube channel, I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. As an adult going through it is bad enough. You know what I'm saying? But when they don't understand, and I was always afraid. And, the good thing about my daughter is that she always went under anonymous like names and avatars and never put her picture out. She was always afraid to even do selfies. And like, she's not one that is an Instagram kid or a Twitter kid or anything like that. Like, everything she's ever done has always been under like an anonymous name or an avatar. Cause again, she saw what I went through. Yeah. And that was hard enough, and I went through a lot of years blaming myself as a parent for what did I open my child's eyes up to? Because she sees all this and she thinks it's such a great world, and it could be, the internet could be great and it could also be your worst enemy, but I'm glad that as she's become, into her teen years and as an adult, that she's a lot more careful about her digital footprint, and she knows and she sees, Oh yeah, Layla. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. Right. Okay. It's called Parasocial Relationships. Strangers Aren't Your Friends. I thought this was it's by Naomi Cannibal is the channel's name. Hang on 1 second. Let me just rewind it to the beginning. You can just see what this is about. You don't necessarily have to watch the whole thing. That I thought it was interesting. It's definitely something that that we're discussing at the moment. Okay. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Alrighty, y'all. And we're thinning, and we're thinning, and we're thinning. Do we not want to fly? Hang on, y'all. YouTube is being a pain in the duty at the moment. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Okay. I got it. Let me just change the settings and we shall get on with it. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why YouTube is giving me all of this nonsensical stuff, but we'll be there.
To a kind of relationship experienced by an audience in their mediated encounters with celebrities, usually due to television or online platforms. Parasocial relationships can also form with characters in books or in films. Parasocial relationships were first studied in the 1950s when psychologists started to notice viewers' obsessions with certain television personalities. The phenomenon was a byproduct of the emergence of mass media by way of radio, television, and serialized novels.
Have you ever been frightened of your fans? A time when they really frightened you?
Only Paul's frightened me a few times. Only times when getting in and out of places when there's thousands of them all together.
The parasocial relationship is an illusion of friendship or intimacy at a distance created between a fan and a figure that they admire. Thanks to the invention of the internet and mass media, the illusion of closeness is now stronger and the imagined distance is much narrower. A psychologist who's been studying parasocial relationships since the 1980s has said that social media has made these relationships worse because there's now a greater perceived closeness with celebrities. It doesn't help that celebrities often speak to their fans as if they're friends or interact with their fans on a very public scale the same way we communicate with our own friends.
Big boobs.
Except in this case, the friend you feel like you're communicating with and on an intimate level doesn't even know you exist and is talking to thousands, if not millions of people the exact same way they speak to you. Parasocial relationships are common. Who certain people form parasocial relationships with is often influenced by their age and gender identity. Adults who identify as male are more likely to form parasocial relationships with athletes, while teenage girls are more likely to form parasocial relationships with celebrities and pop stars. It's human nature to form relationships and connections with other humans, and even to have the desire to support and have empathy for people we've never met. While most of us have engaged in a parasocial relationship at least once in our lives, the awareness still exists that we don't know the celebrity personally and therefore have no significant insight into their lives, relationships, and motivations. However, in more intense, severe cases of parasocial relationships, the fan feels as if they do know the celebrity personally, so they feel justified in defending the celebrity for the choices they make or criticizing them for actions they disagree with. Those who are starved from social interaction, which has been most of us lately, and are dissatisfied with relationships in their real lives are more likely to form intense parasocial relationships. Studies have also found that attachment styles developed in childhood play a large role in people's likeliness to form parasocial relationships and to what intensity. Those who form secure attachment styles in childhood form milder parasocial relationships, if any. Those with anxious attachment styles and fear of abandonment are more likely to form deep, intense parasocial relationships. They often claim that the figure or character doesn't let them down or disappoint them like people in their real lives do. They often also claim that the person is always there for them, and it creates a false sense of importance and security in the relationship. These relationships are completely one sided. The fan is putting all the work into the relationship and receiving nothing tangible in return. However, psychologists have found that parasocial relationships are often as emotionally fulfilling and exciting as a real life relationship. A parasocial relationship is made up of multiple parasocial interactions between a media user and a certain celebrity, artist, character, or public figure.
Oh, they have it.
Welcome to Burger King. Can I help you?
Yes, can I get an angry Whopper?
These actions can be posts or ads that make the viewer feel as if they're being spoken to directly. Media like songs and vlogs make the viewer feel like the celebrity is speaking directly to them. Even if one knows a celebrity didn't write a specific love song just for them, feeling for even a moment that it might be some sort of personal gesture or feeling some sort of connection counts as a parasocial interaction. Most of us have had parasocial interactions with celebrities, and they're how many celebrities in the social media age keep their fans interested in them. The interactions can be as small as asking fans which earrings they should wear or live tweeting their thoughts on a popular TV show. Show. A series of parasocial interactions to the point where it's perceived as a genuine real life connection with that person are what makes a parasocial relationship. This relationship was seen perfectly in the reactions that many all over the world had to the death of Princess Diana. Though it's completely acceptable and normal to be hurt by the death of a universally loved figure, many of those who mourn did so as if they were experiencing the death of a close friend or family member.
I was looking at your bouquets there. Would you read what you've said on the card?
What I've said on the card? It's not just what you've done for us that makes us love you so, it's all the joy of who you are, the friend we've come to know.
No. Say?
It's no coincidence that prior to her death, Diana's life was extremely public. At one point, she was the most photographed person on the planet. The constant pictures and media coverage of Diana made people feel as if they'd come to know her personally, especially since her private life was made open to public consumption.
Good point, though. The Diana thing. Again, it's like it's kind of like what we were talking about online, like with Chantel's life, like you get invested. Unfortunately, this is the way it is with anything. You can get so involved that you feel like their death is a death that happened in your life. Like, listen, I grew up the world lost like so many really great musicians, like Michael Jackson, George Michael, Prince, like, and because of your adoration, like you feel like I will tell you, yeah, it feels like a part of your family died. That again, I think sometimes it's unfortunate that you look at it as you could be a fan, and then sometimes people think that it's so weird. It's like the line between obsession and just really caring about somebody, and there is a difference, and I don't know. It's like I grew up like that. I grew up like I still am that way about certain actors that I've grown up with. Listen, I work in the con field, and the fact that I see some of these people in front of me now is like a whole different situation. But I also know that there's a boundary, and that my job and my dealing with seeing a celebrity is okay. Wow, it's still that person, even though internally that's the way I feel. Like, oh my God, it's this person. Like, I have to maintain a certain way, like respectfully, because that's just the way that people should be anyway. But sometimes people take it that one step further. A stock with a knot? Oh, what? Oh, Idris. Okay, all right. Easy now. Let's not get wet up in here.
Many fans faced a similar parasocial grief when mourning the death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna after their passing in 2020. Though most parasocial relationships are usually harmless, in their more developed stages, they can lead to delusions, fantasies, and uncontrollable obsessions. In 2000, Eminem depicted a parasocial relationship in his song Stan. The song is about a fan who claims he's Eminem's #1 fan and writes him extensive letters and changes his appearance to look like Eminem. The song is written from Stan's point of view and details his idolatry of Eminem that turns into a dark obsession. Stan leaves his phone number and address on a letter, hoping eventually to hear back from Eminem, but he never does. Feeling rejected by his idol after multiple manic attempts to contact him, Stan ends his life.
Akasha, do you need a moment? Do you need a moment? Because you getting it all wet up in here. Chill out.
The word Stan has made its way into popular culture, especially on Twitter, referring to those who are super fans of celebrities.
Clear out all the general public, clear out of this live. Is for the Bobs. I gotta have a one-on-one talk with them right now.
The term is normally used in a more watered down way than Eminem's Stan and refers to more harmless groups of fans than those who have dangerous delusions about celebrities.
Right now, I'm going on Twitter. I'm going to look at y'all pictures so I can make a mental note in my brain of who y'all gonna think that y'all about to come up to me, and I'm gonna be hugging y'all and taking a picture with y'all, and instead, you getting your ass beat.
Many teenagers and adults are involved in parasocial relationships with fictional characters. Those who develop parasocial relationships with fictional characters either feel as if they can identify with and understand the character, or can access a more desirable fictional world through the eyes of that character. Obviously, the goal of any good book, movie, or TV show is to immerse the fans in the world and make fans feel like they're having the same experience as the characters. But many people have trouble separating fiction from reality, or are unwilling to do so. Those in parasocial relationships with fictional characters often engage in hobbies like cosplay, creating fan art, and writing fan fiction. Fan fictions especially allow fans to insert themselves in a fictional world and fulfill any fantasies, romantic or platonic, that they have with certain characters. Self-insert fan fictions, in which the reader inserts themselves and becomes the main character, are especially consumed by those in parasocial relationships. It's estimated that humans have collectively spent more than 200,000 years reading Harry Potter novels.
Oh my God.
In 2011, a global study analyzed people's parasocial relationships with Harry Potter. Fans from individualistic cultures
Yay! Sorry, I didn't catch that. Thank you, SH, for becoming an ender. And Dentuso, I thought you already were, girl. I always needed that. Okay, girl. Cool. Thank you, guys. I don't know. I don't know, Dan. I had no idea. I know that I think a bunch of you got it as was gifted, and maybe it just ran its course. I don't know. But thank you guys so much. Aww. Yay. Was your cat sick, SH? I'm glad that your cat ate. Aw. Oh, Daddy Cat. Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. We love our kitties around here. That didn't sound right. You know what I meant, Dan? They get your nine out of the gutter. And Dan, I'm looking for Hannibal's video while y'all are watching this, so don't think I forgot.
Because they're drawn to the fact that he's the main character or the chosen one, and for that reason he stands out. Those from collectivistic cultures are more likely to judge their interest in Harry by how well he relates to his peers. Fans from Western cultures, for example, people who are American or English like Harry himself, also relate to Harry more because Harry Potter is rooted in British culture. This means Harry's daily routine, interactions, and his own personal values are all influenced by Western culture and therefore are more relatable to Western fans. Western cultures are also typically more individualistic in nature. Because they can identify with Harry more culturally, parasocial relationships with Harry Potter are most common in Western cultures. It's not just because fans love magic and adventure that they waited in lines for hours to be the first to buy the new Harry Potter book or watch the next film installment. Fans resonated with Harry and felt like by consuming the books and films that they were revisiting friends at Hogwarts or fighting Voldemort alongside the Golden Trio. It doesn't help that Harry Potter has been marketed as an immersive experience beyond the novels and movies. Fans can use their real-life personality traits to sort themselves into fictional Hogwarts houses and can buy replica wands and uniforms. Rowling also cleverly included fans in her world by including the idea of muggles in the Harry Potter universe, creating a space for the ordinary reader. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando puts fans right in the middle of the world of Harry Potter, making them feel as if they were students at Hogwarts or walking the streets of Diagon Alley. Such an intense fan experience easily blurs the lines between real and fiction, and characters and real-life people. Harry Potter is also especially unique because the release of the books and films spanned over a decade. Because of this, many fans felt as if they grew up with the Harry Potter characters and saw them as friends who had been there for them during their formative years. Many fans say Harry Potter taught them important lessons about life and friendship, which only further solidifies the bond between the fan and the media.
Uh-oh, Dan, what lurkers are exposed? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Even for longtime adult fans, Harry Potter is a refuge. If they're facing problems in the real world, they can easily escape to a fictional world with fictional friends who will never hurt or betray them and face similar struggles. The massive global success of superhero movies, especially in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, has led an increasing number of men to form parasocial relationships with fictional heroes. They often admire the strength, dominance, and power these superheroes possess and want that for themselves. The strength is often displayed in the hero's muscular figures and the brute force they use when fighting. A study was conducted to see how parasocial relationships with superheroes affected men's body image. Men too suffer from the pressure to have perfect bodies, and the standard for them usually reflects the bodies of superheroes, buff and muscular with defined abs. Both men with and without parasocial relationships with superheroes were shown images of muscular superheroes, primarily Batman and Superman. The body image of the men who didn't have a parasocial relationship was negatively impacted, as those men tended to focus on how their bodies were different from superheroes. Men shown images of heroes with whom they had a parasocial relationship reported higher confidence in their bodies after seeing muscular images of the hero because they focused on how their bodies were similar. Surprisingly, parasocial relationships don't play a large role in creating body image issues. Those in parasocial relationships with thinner or conventionally attractive figures typically perceive themselves to be thinner and more conventionally attractive.
Hey guys, it's me, Selena Gomez. Let's go. Oh, look at her now.
This is because of the heightened sense of similarity one feels in a parasocial relationship. In fact, both women and men in parasocial relationships report being more satisfied with their body image overall. This is because people will form parasocial relationships with characters or people that have qualities they aspire to, whether it's wealth, attractiveness, or popularity. As with other positive features, those in parasocial relationships see a character's perfect physical appearance as another goal to aspire to increase their bond, rather than some sort of unwinnable competition. For a large part of the population, superheroes are beneficial to self-esteem, but this correlation seems directly linked to the presence of a parasocial relationship. What about when people form parasocial relationships with villains? In 2019, Todd Phillips' Joker took the role by storm. Instead of the confident, cartoonish versions of the Joker previously played by Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and Jared Leto, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was timid, isolated, and bullied. Where earlier versions of the Joker were crazy for the sake of being crazy, the Joker from the 2019 film was someone who was made this way because he was overlooked and rejected by society, especially by his peers and by women. This version of the Joker simply had enough of being stepped on and left out and sought well-deserved revenge. In this iteration, the Joker wasn't the villain, society was. Or at least that was the opinion of many of the white male fans who identified strongly with Joker and became obsessed with it. They also felt rejected by society and found the idea of killing those who wronged them to be both cathartic and admirable. Joker became the face of white men who had been wronged all across America, and it was eerily scary to see such intense identification with the social reject who rectifies his mistreatment with gun violence. In the United States especially, where mass gun violence is disproportionately carried out by white males, it was frightening to see so many fans form parasocial relationships with the Joker. This Joker hurts those who fail to see his genius and give him the validation he thinks he deserves. Those who saw the film felt that Joker might embolden Redditors, 4chan users, and other online communities of white men who had formed parasocial relationships with the Joker to carry out acts of violence. People worried that they might feel as if they could understand his motivations in a way no one else could, or that they should go about these feelings of rejection in a violent manner. The fact that this was a more human, relatable version of the Joker than his other clownish versions made it easier for audiences to identify and sympathize with the Joker, and therefore made his actions seem more rational and justifiable.
Justifiable. I don't know about all that. He was a little extreme, if you ask me, as far as like relatable. Like I get it. Like I love this version of the Joker, but it was pretty damn scary at the lengths that he went to. I mean, obviously, yes, he was an outcast. He was, in his mind, he wanted to be loved and adored and looked at as, somebody who could entertain. And when he got his fantasy, it turned dark because basically he knew that it wasn't serious. It takes it to a whole different level. So I don't know. Ariel,
Luckily,
girl, I know Ariel ain't coming up in here and trying to take Nyakasha away. Don't y'all get enough? Don't y'all take her away from me and everybody else's chat. You're gonna come in here and try to take her away from me now? I don't think so. I'm just kidding.
Many fans that they identified heavily with Joker, there seems to be no correlation between the release of the film and an increase in mass shootings. However, that doesn't mean that this parasocial relationship didn't manifest in more insidious ways, like hateful comments online or...
Ariel, I know you're not starting an enchanted roast up in here. I know you're not. I love you, girl, but I'm watching.
DV or willingness to continue.
I know. Hence the reason why. Remember, y'all, outside of, I know that, she was a mod before this, but remember whose mod she's now.
Isolate oneself in hopes of being more like the Joker and eventually being recognized and idolized for it. Joker obsessors might mistake the Joker's descent into villainhood for a hero's journey to finally demanding respect from a society that shunned and neglected them. When Sarah Hagi, a Black Muslim journalist, wrote a piece that criticized Joker for being another story of imagined white male victimhood and needless gun violence, multiple white males sent her hate emails in defense of the Joker. Ironically, many of them used the same delusion of victimhood in which Joker is situated in an attempt to justify the violent messages that they sent to Hagi. They became imagined victims of Hagi's, who they called a racist and accused of hating white people. Parasocial relationships and behaviors have become especially prevalent in the K-pop fandoms. Idols overall are made to look and act perfect and at all times portray themselves as ideal and desirable. This leads fans to believe that idols don't have any problems in their own lives and therefore are models as to how people should live their own. Because K-pop idols are often portrayed as blank, perfect slates, it's very easy to imagine an idol as the ideal best friend or romantic partner. Idols often post V-Lives and other videos that make it easy for fans to feel as if they're on FaceTime, having an intimate conversation with a friend, rather than consuming a piece of mass media intended to be seen by hundreds of thousands of others. The competitive nature...
Dan, can you give me the title of or link or whatever to the videos that you were talking about before so I can cue those up?
nature of K-pop
Thank
fandom
you.
also increases the likelihood of a parasocial relationship. Fans often complete tasks for the idols, whether it's streaming, voting, or buying albums or other merchandise. Constant exposure to the idol or the group, as well as the feeling of genuinely doing their idols a favor, leads many K-pop fans to form intense parasocial relationships. Idols' carefully crafted images often leads their fans to obsessively defend them, whether it's claiming they're mistreated by their labels or stylists, or obsessively policing comments other fans make about them as if idols are beyond criticism. This need to viciously defend their idol stems from many fans feeling as if they have a personal relationship with the idol and they know the idol better than the rest of the general public. Therefore, they have the ability to sympathize with them rather than be ignorant and criticize the idol like others. It's important to mention that idols' perfectly crafted images are a purposeful marketing tactic. Companies have turned their idols into one-size-fits-all products, and the more likely fans are to relate and obsess over their idols, the more likely they are to stream music and buy merchandise. This marketing tactic often is at the expense of both the idol and the fan. The fan feels more comfortable crossing lines with these idols than they would any other stranger who wasn't in the public eye. To these fans, idols aren't strangers. They're their friends, or at the very least, the idol should acknowledge how much time and effort is put into supporting them. The term sasaengs, excuse my pronunciation by the way, is used to describe K-pop fans that are obsessive and pathological in regards to their thoughts and feelings about idols. Sasaengs often believe that they've earned the right to have a place in the idol's personal life and that they've earned that through loyalty, often in the form of obsessive streaming, learning.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of this. I think you get the idea. And they're sticking North Parasocial on the end of fan to celebrity, but it'd be more interesting to see celebrity to fan because that's what we were talking about here with Colleen. Okay, thank you for putting that in the chat, Miss Dandoozled. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. I know. I have to see this. And this will be the final. Okay. Let's get out of that. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Okay, y'all. The Hannibal's not going to get mad that I'm showing this, is he? Just saying. Oh God, this song. Oh no.
I'm struggling, thinking about you, I'm wondering where you at. Baby, come home, this is your final warning. Baby, come home, this is your final warning. Baby, come home, this is your final warning.
What is
struggling, thinking about you, I'm wondering where you at. This is a warning shot. Heed my words. What goes around comes around. That's golden rule. Don't be a fool. Won't you stop, girl? What's the saying?
Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this is Turtle Glitter. Hey, I know you hate me, and that's fine. I wanted to tell you that I heard your stream earlier. I see a lot of me and you when I first started. Oh God, I'm not even getting into this. Okay, continue.
You can fool everybody sometimes, but you can't fool everybody all the time. So
you're wrong, Hannibal.
I need to know. I'm struggling, thinking about you. I'm wondering where you at.
You're right there.
Life has ups and downs. Don't give up. Just turn up and keep it cool, yeah. Baby, come home. This is your final warning. Baby, come home. This is your final warning. Baby, come home. This is your final warning.
Oh my God. You know what's really sad seeing that? You know, if you know the story about Milli Vanilli and their whole scandal, the lip sync scandal, that the other member of Milli Vanilli shortly after passed away, which is kind of sad to see. I don't know them their name, sorry. It's sad to see the other one. Now he was able to go out there and get on stage and actually sing. It's like it took all that to happen for you to, like, I don't know. It's, I don't know if that's Nilly or Zanilli. You are so wrong, Bamboozled. One of them was named Rod, and I think that's who that was. And the other one, I forgot his name. I know, Layla. But it's sad because, you know, obviously they got into that whole scandal because their voices were not the ones that you heard on the record, that they were lip syncing. And then at the, I think it was in Lake Compounds, which is not that far from me, y'all. They did a performance and their record started skipping and it was like, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it. So when I see that, it's, oh yeah, Robin Fabrice. Thank you. I knew my girls would know, but it's. I mean, I get the relation to Monty, even though I would think that Rod's hair looks a hell of a lot better. But it's like it's so sad to see him on stage by himself, you know, after all that. Yeah. Like CNC Music Factory. It was like Martha Wash, right? It was her voice in the everybody dance now. So her voice to that model's body, which was wrong, absolutely wrong. I love those songs. I love that song too. And I will admittedly say I was a Milli Vanilli fan. Here you go. I used to have, back in the day when I was a kid, I used to have a pen pal. Back when pen pals were like the only way outside of like, that was your multimedia that you could write to another person. Well, we bonded over Milli Vanilli. He was a big Milli Vanilli fan. Oh, I can't. And he would send me like mixtapes with Milli Vanilli on it. It was the saddest thing. I know, girl, we know it's true. Me too, Akasha. Yeah, all right. Milli Vanilli squad. Columbia House. No, you didn't say Columbia House. Okay, the truth here, y'all. How many of you still owe Columbia House, BMG, for all those CDs they sent to your house and you never paid for them? How many? Come on, show of hands. They were evidence. I know. Oh my God. It's so sad, though. Oh, girl, I'm gonna miss you. Oh my God, I was going back and forth on Twitter. I think it was Seend. I don't know where he is. Seend was the one who originally posted this, and I didn't know that this was a real thing. I thought it was just like a joke. I honestly, when I saw Yolanda in that wig, I thought that was, I didn't know that Monty had done that to his head. So then afterwards, that makes it even funnier. The Seend was doing this on Twitter, and like, so I went back and forth and I was like sharing Milli Vanilli's videos and then just saying got involved and she was sharing Milli Vanilli's videos. It was hysterical. Oh, blame it on the rain. But nobody ever mentioned the day that don't forget my number. I'm gonna get copyright struck for that. I don't care. I love that song. Thought that was cool. I don't know, Ursinette. Again, I don't pay enough attention. I just go by what I saw on Twitter, and I seriously, it didn't even like. it didn't even dawn on me that that was like a thing until your mama did it. And then I was hysterical because I was like, why is your mama in that weird wig? Now I get it. Listen, I'm slowing the uptake here. So brain surgery will do to you. Yeah, yeah. It's sad though, because they turned out to be talented. They just did it. They weren't, I don't know. They basically were used for their image more than their talent. It was just wrong. I don't know. It's just sad. We had too many of those things going on. Too many scandals in the music business. Know what I mean? Yeah, like who told him that was a good idea? I see. I don't want to get down into this because I'm going to start saying stuff that I shouldn't. But who told him that was a good idea? You know what you need to do now? You need to just, grow dreads. I don't know. You know what? To each his own. To each his own. I'm shutting the hell up. You have no idea. I miss those days. I was great at mixtapes. I was making mixed CDs. I miss those days. I used to love putting those things together. And I will say that I did give a few of my love interests at one time or another mix CDs, tapes, what have you. I think it's like a whole art form. So I'm not embarrassed by that. I don't know about that. Yeah, let's see at what price, SH. Look at the price. Look at the toll it took. They literally, legit sold their soul. It's so sad. Yeah, exactly. You wanted to get that. You wanted to get that certain, like, someone to understand just how deeply you felt for them. And it's like, I can't say it. Let me put some songs on there. Yeah, it's not the same though. It's not personal. Like, yo, baby, check out my playlist. Yeah, I was thinking about you, and I compiled these digital songs, and hope you get more meaning. Look me up. Like, ew, no. Uh-huh. Yeah, you could do that with videos too. Oh, same. I was too. Are you kidding? My kid is such as like a retro saver. Like, she's going through all of our old videotapes. She wants to digitize stuff. And like, it's so cool to see that she's so into more retro stuff than she cares about what goes on now. Yes, I do. I have been on quite a few radio stations. So I'm not embarrassed about that. These are things that this day and age they don't appreciate. They don't appreciate. Like, this song goes out to that special somebody out there from Dan Boozled. Here is Baby, Don't Forget My Number. Now, Nilly's Nilly. It's going out to Mr. Graham. You are the cat's in the owl. Here we go. Yeah, hold on. Telling you. All that stuff. All that stuff. Yeah, these kids don't know nothing these days. They know nothing. Yes, now they get to hear great mixes of Final Warning. Sad, 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 sad. Anyway, y'all, that is going to do it for me. I had a blast with you guys. It was great. Check out all, if you didn't get to read through the Huffington Post article, it is linked there. Same thing for the video on parasocial relationships. It's a really good video. Naomi Canadal is the video, the channel. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Nisakasha, if you're free, and Jenna, if you're free, I haven't talked to Nanads in the longest time. Dan, one of these days you got to come to a nod situation with us. That it was good seeing all of you. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I will probably see you at some point. Luther, oh my God, I love Luther Vandross. All right, y'all, be good, be good, be good. Going home? Okay, all right. Be good, y'all. I will see you very, 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 very soon. Love you, love you, love you. Do-do.